So today we're going to continue practice with the codominance pattern of inheritance. That's when if there's more than one phenotype and if you have both alleles, they actually show up at the same time. So examples from the other day were black chickens and white chickens that had offspring that were both black and white spots. That's an example of codominance. They both show up. So an example in real life for humans is blood type. So the question is, human blood types are determined by genes that follow the codominance pattern of inheritance. There are two dominant alleles, so they're codominant. You have IA and capital IB, and then one recessive allele, which is the little I. It's very important that you pay attention to what's going on in this chart here today, because it tells you exactly what genotypes you would have for the different blood types. So blood type O is recessive, little I. Blood type AB, that's the codominance, they both show up. You have both A and B type blood, and that's if you have both dominant alleles. If you have two of the same, AA or A with the little I, which is recessive, the big A is going to show up, and you're going to have type A blood. And the same thing for type B blood. It can either be homozygous dominant with the B or heterozygous with the B there. So there's a couple different combinations, but the good thing is that they're all written here in your chart. So if you use this chart, and then it says who they can donate to and then who they can receive blood from as well. So if you use that chart, you should be able to have no problem doing the rest of these. So number 1 says to write the genotype for each person based on the description. So for example, homozygous for the B allele. Homozygous means the same. You see with type B blood, you have these two are the same. So it would be I, B, I, B. So it says heterozygous for the A allele. Well, that's the A allele. That's homozygous. This is heterozygous. They're two different ones, a capital and a lowercase. So I with an A and then the lowercase I. And you're going to just keep doing that for the rest of the chart. All the information's there, so just read it carefully. Then you're going to make some Punnett squares. So number 2 says, pretend that Brad Pitt is homozygous for the type B allele and Angelina Jolie is type O. What are the possible blood types of their baby? So showing your work in this case means showing Punnett squares, right? So you have your Punnett square and you set it up. Doorbell just ring. You set it up to how it says. So homozygous for type B. Again, homozygous for type B. Right, so you'd have an I and a big B. I, big B. And then Angelina Jolie is type O, which is little I. And you guys are going to do the rest. So that's how you would set that up. And then, for example, you'd have I, big B, little I, big B, little I, right? And you can fill in the rest of that square there and figure out what possible blood types their baby would have. Same thing for number 3. And then number 4, you're working backwards. So it says Mrs. Klink is type A and Mr. Klink is type O. They have 3 children named Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Mark is type O, Matthew is type A, and Luke is type AB. And then you have to, like I said, you have to work backwards. So this one, you might want to do a bunch of different Punnett squares to see what would actually work as the parents' genotypes. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. I'll go live today at about 12. Your bell ringer for today is going to be, let's see, C, 1C. So if you watch this whole video, you'll be able to do your bell ringer. All right, have a great day.